facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "bull" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. You look at Connect, performing at a high level all season long. Fourth in our rookie list, this coaching staff has raved about his maturity.
Sitting behind just 3 of his fellow rookies, there may still be time for him to move up this list.
Well, I tell you what, that may be a bit of a reach. He'd have to do something truly extraordinary for that to happen.
In the back half of the season, rookies are being scrutinized as award season approaches. MP is set. His sights are set on winning Rookie of the Year.
I gotta say, MP has been head and shoulders above his fellow rookies this season. Since the year began, his determination has been unbelievable. You almost wouldn't believe it's his first year in the league. And you can easily imagine him hoisting that Rookie of the Year award over his head just like he planned.
And now the Los Angeles starters. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Austin Reeves out there with Cam Reddish. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. James can't get it to go. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now here's Reeves. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. The shot by James, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
No coverage that time. Mr. Perfect's got 8 points. Well, it didn't take long for MP to establish himself as a special player in the NBA, Grant. You wonder just where he'll end up on the all-time list when it's all said and done.
And really, it's all about time for MP. He's shown he has the skills. He passes the eye test with ease. It's a matter of seeing how long he can stretch his prime to be a dominant force year after year.
Here's Mr. Perfect. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Sends it home from three-point land.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And with almost all of the season in the books, the power rankings can tell you a lot. Looking at the Lakers, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
When I look at Chicago, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Davis misses. Chicago leading by 16. 1:46 left to play in the first. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Jumps up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Chicago making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Turner. Gordon Tucker comes in for Zach LaVine. And Giddey's subbed in for White. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Connect comes in for Brooks. Christie's checked in for Reddish. And Russell is subbed in for Reeves. Here's Mr. Perfect. And he's got 28 now. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mr. Perfect's got 30. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Russell from outside knocks it down from distance.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Knocks down the long J. Mr. Perfect's got 33 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Vanderbilt. Oh, there's the alley! And finished off by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
The 3 ball. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now here's Russell. The D's right on him. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Here's Davis. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Chicago ball. Coming into the floor for the Lakers, number 23, LeBron James.
So it's Chicago, a huge 24-point lead for them. Defense is setting the tone. Decided to change it up. And so in the game for the Lakers, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Cam Reddish is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Out to James. The open shot by Brooks. And it's Chicago with a board. Turner's got rebound number 7 tonight. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. an excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Looking to win the run. The shot's good. James has got 5.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Launches it. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
James against Williams. James with the ball. Last game, 26 points for him. Over Williams. No good, a bit long that time. And the Bulls shooting just 38% in this quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. And a miss there on the triple. And Brooks has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Again, the miss by James.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And Chicago again with a bucket.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Brooks outside. Off target from outside.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
The Bulls making a switch here. Terry's checked in. Mr. Perfect shot is off. And the Lakers shooting 35% so far in this one. Pass to Davis. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Mr. Perfect. And the shot's good. Mr. Perfect's got 47 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule. And that's it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Levine and Williams are the 2 forwards. Then it's Kobe White, then there's Miles Turner, and it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Tries it from 19. The Lakers with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Davis can't hit. And for Chicago, they're shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Here's Mr. Perfect. And again!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now here's Reeves. He's covered closely, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Reeves is focused in, I mean, he's tremendous.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. On target from range.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Morningstar. And good! There's another 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Levine against Brooks, and Mr. Perfect pulls it down. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 7 tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's James, and that one's on target from the wing. James has got 7 points in the game. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Chicago's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. Again! What an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. James finds Reddish. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Back to James. Outside for Brooks. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Give him 8 points now.
Dylan Brooks comes right back with his own 3. Boy, I love his competitiveness.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Reeves. Screen by James. Williams grabs the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Reeves, the pass to Reddish. Back to Reeves. James, left side. Davis with a screen on Williams. Back to Reeves. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Reeves has got 13.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Here's Mr. Perfect from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Morningstar. First personal foul. First team foul.
A big group substitution here for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Turner. Terry comes in for Williams. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Giddey's subbed in for White. Connects checked in for the Lakers. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Mr. Perfect shot is off. The Lakers have gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Outside for Brooks. Davis down low. The shot comes out. And for Chicago, their shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Tries the spin move. James outside. And so it's Chicago making this game a no contest. They poured it on. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what.
We'll go for a different look here. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. 54 seconds left in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Boy, we can't say enough about what a talented team this is. Their 68th win coming for them in what's already been a very successful run.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 they had tonight.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mr. Perfect.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got...
Hey, how y'all doing? Joe, start with you.
Another great game against a fellow top rookie, and it looks like you're a lock to take home Rookie of the Year honors. So with the season winding down and looking back on everything you've accomplished so far, where does dominating your rookie class rank?
You know, I've always known that I'm the best rookie in this class, so to me, it's not that big a deal. You know, winning a Rookie of the Year, it's going to be like waking up and the sun's outside. You know, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? There's no surprise there. You know, what's funny to me is someone's going to use my success to fuel his offseason, thinking that he's coming for the throne. But I don't set the bar for others. You know, I set the bar for myself, and then I clear it time after time after time, you know? You know, I'll put it another way. Joe, when you talk about Jordan and LeBron and everything that they've accomplished, when do you mention Rookie of the Year?
On their list, 8-9 million.
Or you might not even mention it at all, right? So it's cool. I'll take the award, but that's small peanuts to me. Just the beginning.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Hey, MP right here. MP.
Great win tonight, MP.